shown to be enemies of our nation. For example, Russia, they earned the right to be sanctioned. They're poisoning people. You know what they're doing in Eastern Europe, rattling the cages of their former Soviet Union countries. And we know in the Middle East, creating havoc, killing refugees in an indiscriminate fashion, as well as creating havoc in Iraq. But when you talk to Vladimir Putin, he's going to ask you to lift sanctions. And what are you going to say when he asks that?
I'm the one that put the sanctions on, Brian. Nobody else. I put the sanctions on. I'm the one. I've been tougher on Russia than any president in the history of the country. I put the sanctions on, and they have a lot. Yeah, he'll probably ask that. In the meantime, he's been asking that for 2 years. So, that's what I do. But I was the one that sanctioned it. They're very heavily sanctioned. They don't like that. And frankly, we should be able to get along. But when you say about lifting sanctions, you make it sound like, gee whiz, I'm the soft guy that came along. Russia got away with murder. Everybody got away with murder against us. China took $500 billion out of our hides for years under Obama and Bush. For years, $500 billion. Now they're paying us billions of dollars. I tariff them. Nobody thought that was even doable. They're paying us hundreds of billions of dollars. So, I know more about sanctions because I'm the one that put them on Russia. And nobody's exposed, as an example, the Russian pipeline.
Right.
The Russian
look what they're doing in Venezuela,
you never
Mr.
even heard of the Russian pipeline until I came along.
And no, it's a great idea, and the sanctions are real. But think about what they're.
Nobody else.
No, absolutely, Mr. President. Think about how Venezuela Maduro would have been history had they gone out of Venezuela. And they haven't moved, they haven't budged.
I'm not saying they're babies. I'm not saying they're perfect. We might discuss that, too, by the way. I'm not saying they're perfect. But, they also fought World War II. They lost 50 million people. They were our partner in World War II. Germany was the enemy. And Germany is like this wonderful thing. Well, Germany takes advantage of us on trade for years. They pay far too little in NATO. They're paying 1%, and they're supposed to pay 2%. And nobody talks about that. It's sort of interesting. If you look at Russia, Russia lost 50 million people at World War II. 50 million. They were fighting along with us. They were our partner. And now we don't talk to Russia. We talk to Germany. I mean, look, it's fine. I want to talk to Germany. My father was born. Germany it's in my heritage. It might be in your heritage. I'm not saying anything wrong. I'm just saying, how come we talk to some people, we don't talk to others? Where does it go? So, and it is true, as you take a look at World War II. Take a look at the staggering losses that they were fighting with us.
But then we had the Cold War.
World War II.
All right, Mr. President.